As well as once you are launching this missile towards a ground target, or even a ship target, the further the missile is away from you, the less depth perception you have. And what do I mean by that? You can't really tell if the missile is too high or too low. So most of the time you just end up missing your target because it's just way too high and you don't even realize it. Damn it! Damn it! Not again!
Double kill.
There we go! Go 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 go! Gaijin, I absolutely hate you. And you know why? Every time I do a vehicle, or I want to do a video about a vehicle, you drop a new battle pass or a new grind event. And what happens when you drop those things? These degenerate pieces of shit who memorize the map religiously will be spawning in their lowest tier rank 3 vehicle. Like this motherfucker right here. Of all the vehicles, Gaijin, of all the vehicles to raise the battle rating, why the hell is this thing still at 2.7? Hey guys, it's Jim here, and welcome back to warthunder. And in today's video, we are looking at a vehicle that kinda caught my attention and then I grinded my ass off for it. Only to realize it's really not worth it, for many reasons. As you can tell from the title, this is the Ki-48-II otsu with the Ki-148-II Model 1B missile. And before I say anything, no, this is not the Oka. Or, this is a guided missile that is actually manned by somebody on the plane, not manned by somebody in the warhead itself. And unfortunately though, as I described it, it is actually a guided missile, and what you do is that you drop it, and then you just guide it into the enemy position. Sounds pretty gnarly, but unfortunately this is really not beginner friendly to use, or user friendly to use at all. For many reasons actually. Like first off, we talk about the missile. Now the good news is that it does have quite a fair bit of explosive mass, 130 kilograms or the equivalent 143 kilograms, which is about the same as the German 250 kilogram shells. But unfortunately though, since this thing behaves a little bit like a heat shell, sometimes splash damage doesn't really work. But the good news is that hey, if you hit somebody with this thing, assuming you can actually hit somebody with this thing, you do manage to pen up to 400mm of armor, so at battle rating 2.3, yeah, that's pretty much every single thing you come across. Now the next issue is that you only have 150 meters a second in max speed, and after launching it, it takes a while for it to actually move away from the plane and allow you to see the missile to properly control it. And the reason why is that a problem is that when you launch this thing, the plane is kinda in the way. However though, this can easily be remedied by simply going to this view, and you should be able to see without the plane. Now the unfortunate thing is that when you're in this view, there is a little bit of a lag in field of vision, especially when you're playing this thing. It does actually build up speed quite quickly, even with the throttle off. As well as once you are launching this missile towards a ground target, or even a ship target, the further the missile is away from you, the less depth perception you have. And what do I mean by that? You can't really tell if the missile is too high or too low. So most of the time you just end up missing your target because it's just way too high and you don't even realize it. And if you're thinking, why not just use the follow cam missile on this thing? Follow cam missile means that you press the default key U and then you can see like your bombs or whatever flying towards the target. Unfortunately though, this missile does not have that, no matter how much you try. And also if you're thinking that this is a bomber, so the missile may not be worth it, how about using the bombs instead? Well, technically you can, but unfortunately though, it only goes up to 100 kilogram shells from 50 kilograms, which is really not a lot, and unfortunately since you drop the missile like a bomb, there is no bomb sight for these bombs. And given the plane performance, I would say, if you want to use the 100 kilogram shells, just play the Ki-32. Just play this one. And unfortunately though, the last problem with this missile is that there's a reason why I've been avoiding the giant mini nukes recently. Firstly, Gaijin decided to up the spawn points on them, which is just to prevent them from being abused nearly as much. I feel like this missile should be the exception. Anyway, at the same time, you go through all the trouble to spawn in a giant bomb or missile or whatever in like your PE-8 or your Heinkel 111 H16. You go through all that trouble only to drop that payload on one guy. If that's the case, I say you may as well spawn a bomber that uses 250 or 500 kilogram shells. Which is also my problem when I was making this video. I know that some content creators does this where they get like just enough points to spawn in the Ki-48, and then after they get enough spawn points or whatever, they just G out the vehicle immediately and then spawn in the plane or whatever. I don't personally like to do that, unfortunately. Like, I understand content creators, but it is still kind of a scummy tactic to do. And speaking of the flight performance of the plane, it's actually not too bad even if you're carrying this giant ass rocket. It does fly decently well. It does climb quite well even with this missile on. Unfortunately though, I kind of wish it doesn't really pick up speed that much. Like, even with zero throttle, you will see your plane go from 300 to 400 very quickly. So that's something you need to keep in mind. As far as it does turn quite well for something this large, so it's not really a big deal. Although there are bombers that can actually turn better than this thing. And of course, armaments on this thing is really lacking. Like for one, you don't have an offensive armament. You don't have a gunner uphill even though it looks like it should. You only have 2 gunners in the back, and unfortunately though, they are small arms machine guns. 7.92 Type 98 machine guns, and 2 of them. And I know this guy up here looks like he's actually using a double machine gun, but for some reason this is a single machine gun, even though the model says it's a double. The good news is that the rounds are actually not too bad. I mean, armor piercing incendiary, armor piercing tracer, and then it just alternates all the way. But the issue isn't the round types, the issue is the type of plane you face. At battle rating 2.3, like sure, you will definitely tear up a open engine block or biplanes with these 2 machine guns. But unfortunately though, at battle rating 2.3, you will be seeing like Yak-1s or BF-109s or Spitfires, and those guys can just shrug off your 7.92 bullets. And so there you have it, this is the Ki-48-II otsu. And if I'll be honest though, it's really not worth picking up, especially if you're thinking about buying this from the Gaijin store. It's really not worth it, honestly. Until they do something like giving the missile like a follow cam or something so it's easier to use. Otherwise, at battle rating 2.3, I'd say just use something like the Ki-21 or the B5 or B6N1 bombers. They're much better. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about the Ki-48-II otsu. Now let's take things here on the battle. And wish me luck, guys. Maybe someone else nearby, I can hear his engine. That is somebody I do not want to toy with.
Thanks.
Damn it. Yeah. It's really not doing a lot. Did I do that?
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Ever heard of a bomber saving another bomber? In that manner? I did not mean to do that. Right, screw it.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Alright, got it. I don't care if I die.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map!
Ah, damn it.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones. have captured a zone.
Not again. My God says on that perception, I can't see where the rocket's going. So annoying.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Okay. Yeah, it's more or less a suicide thing. Excuse me. Ah, shit. I played that thing enough times to know where exactly to shoot it. That's what you guys. Damn it.
don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
This one. Move, 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 fly. Really? Not enough explosiveness. Oof. Almost got screwed by the lack of explosive filler there. I think I got 4 seconds reload. Damn it.
Double kill.
There we go. Go, 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 go. Oh no. This is the point where I die. Yep. Spawn bitch.